Thank you. So this is the topic, and we will be covering it under what is plagiarism. We know it's theft. It's a criminal offense. It's stealing of property, intellectual property, and for any criminal activity to mitigate it, you have to understand the psychology of the criminal. So we will try to understand the psychology. Some may be due to ignorance, this acts of omission. Some can be deliberate. That is more serious. And then we'll see whether how we can identify plagiarism. Does the plagiarism identification tools like Authenticate, are they foolproof? They are never foolproof. They can also create problems. So we'll be illustrating with some examples. Then we will also touch upon image manipulation as some of the previous authors. We'll also touch on the ChatGPT and AI briefly, very briefly. So these would be the scope. What are the common issues and myths? And what are the academic environment? Because it is not occurring in a vacuum. There is a lot of pressure. The psychology of plagiarism, acts of omission, commission, and resolving issues. How do we resolve it? Perils and pitfalls of plagiarism software. It is just like any investigation. There are false positive and false negatives. Sometimes the plagiarism software can create more problems than it can solve. We will see that also. Then chatbox and other issues also will briefly touch. So stealing, like all crimes, important to know the psychology of the perpetrator before taking a call. Young and even some senior faculty are not aware that even with citation, one has to paraphrase the text. So they think if they are given the citation, we can take it ad verbatim. All concepts should have appropriate citations. Many are not aware that self-plagiarism is also permitted. They think their contention is that how you can steal from yourself. It is stealing because it is unethical, because you are inflating the number of publications. You are increasing the workload of the reviewers. You are contaminating the literature. So duplication also earns retraction. So this is the current academic environment. You may be all aware. Publisher Paris. Now it is going beyond. We have to impact of Paris. I mean, all institutions, they want you to publish in high impact journals. Frankly speaking, impact factor has nothing to do with assessment of the individual faculty, but they are often misused. Commercial and career interests have also come up. PhD journals. Ethics are left behind. Ethical people are also left behind. I mean, if you are ethical, you are left behind. Questionable research practices are rewarded. That has been by the editor of the Retraction Watch. He has cynically remarked that the most common outcome of questionable research practice is a rise in career. This is unfortunate. The psychology, the plagiarism, and important to understand. The roots are in formative years. Most educational systems are rote learning. Reverence for textbooks with a fervor usually reserved for religious texts. We reproduce when the exam and in the viva, we reproduce word by word. We are happy, exam is also happy. And that habit persists when we become authors and researchers. So we have to get out of that. Lack of familiarity with the English language is again a major hurdle. Plagiarism is easier than paraphrasing, and I was discussing during lunch that I am happy as an editor when I find a lot of grammatical mistakes. I am reassured कि at least ये अपने मन से लिखा है. अगर बहुत अच्छा होता है, then I use the plagiarism check. If the English is bad, technical editors can correct it. Then ignorance that even after citation one has to express. So these are actually minor offenses, lack of acts of omission due to ignorance. And of course, the serious offense is lack of integrity. So we will give some illustrative examples, just a couple of them. So this is one reviewer had remarked, "Dear editor, the case report is good and well described. However, most of the introduction and discussion has been copied ad verbatim from an other source and textbooks." So replied, "But I have done review of literature. How can I do review of literature without copying from other sources?" I mean, this is the ignorance of the author. So in such cases, we have to educate the author that you have to paraphrase. And another instance, one overseas reviewer suggested that author add another reference in an otherwise well-written manuscript. The author in the reviewed manuscript copied whole paragraphs from the particular reference, which unfortunately for the author was the work of the same reviewer. Usually reviewers are also, they also sometimes say कि आप उन्हीं का work ये करो. उसमें ज़्यादा ही कुछ दिखा दिया भक्ति. Adverb. When the revised manuscript was sent back to the referee, he took a very serious view and responded with harsh comments, rejecting the manuscript outright based on plagiarism. The author, when informed, was deeply hurt. He thought that the reviewer should be happy that his work has been cited word to word, and any paraphrasing of the original text would have been sacrilege in the author's view. This illustrates that some authors may see using the same words as homage to others. So, I mean, then we had to tell the reviewer कि यार ये आपका भक्त बन गया है, इसलिए इसने किया है, तो ये थोड़ा communication gap समझो. So anyway, we asked the author to paraphrase it. And then we had to check all his references, because if he has done it for one, he would have done it for others. And then we had to paraphrase, we had to ask him to paraphrase the whole text. So we have to see the psychology of it, whether it is deliberate, whether it is ये अंग्रेजी का ही तो था ना यार, बाकी तो बोलता है रिव्यूअर की स्टडी तो ठीक है यार, अभी बाकी अंग्रेजी लेके आप क्यों झगड़ रहे हो. So अभी वो पैराफ्रेज करा दिया उसको, but anyway some of the things are really I don't. Then self-plagiarism. The editorial board of a journal had a nasty surprise once after the current issue. It was published and the same paper was published in another journal. Ad verbatim. Then of course the second journal had to be, the second article had to be retracted. और retraction में क्या होता है? It's actually serious thing in the sense कि all your career. You have to be careful if you want a retraction. ये पूरे career में वो retraction ऐसा लगा रहता है. Retraction है वो लागा चुनरी में दाग जैसा हो जाता है. छुपा हुआ कैसे? So it's whether I mean that's an academic चुनरी में दाग. So one has to be careful. These are omissions rather than commissions, but we have got some serious. In such cases, we try to take as tolerant a view as would be feasible within the constraints of editorial responsibility and legality. The editorial board also has to stay within the legality and decorum. We also use the opportunity to educate the authors on the nuances of plagiarism and self-plagiarism. Now we come to some serious business. Deliberate plagiarism driven by pressure, publish or perish, many published in priority journals. Deliberate plagiarism highly unethical and deserves penalty. Often universities try to cover up such acts. Don't go, and somebody from the publication ethics member had said, don't go to a university that hasn't had at least one person fired for misconduct. However, it means they are not looking for it properly. मिसकंडक्ट तो होता है, अगर अभी तक किसी को आपने नहीं पनिश किया है कोई, तो दैट मीन्स यू आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर इट. आई रिमेंबर ओटीएस कमांडर वी हैड जनरल सक्सेना, इससे अगर इंजरीज नहीं हो रहा है ऑफिसर कैडेट्स को तो अपना ट्रेनिंग ठीक नहीं कर रहा है. अच्छा ट्रेनिंग होगा तो इंजरीज होने चाहिए. सो इट इज समथिंग लाइक दैट. So we have plagiarism images. This is a very interesting thing. We had some few years back, about 7-8 years back, we had a paper on diarrheal disease. Dermatologists may understand. And that time we didn't have this image checking and other things. So if you see, this is the submitted manuscript on the right side. These are some lesions behind the ears, and this is the diarrhea disease. And then we looked for the referees. We picked up this journal article by Atiya Mahbub. She was from Pakistan. So this was a paper. These images are from a paper. And she immediately caught the plagiarism of the image. And how she caught it? She says, look, the patient is wearing the same earrings. So, you see, she being a lady was perhaps attracted to jewelry, and I could also understand कि हाँ ये तो plagiarism है, क्योंकि reasons हमको भी नहीं समझ में आ रहे थे. So this is just a coincidence, and the paper was rejected. And this is a recent one. This is a retraction watch, 15 September, again images. You see, even Nobel Prize winners are vulnerable. And in fact, General Devnath was asking ki as HOD, would you like your name? Your student writes a paper, would you like your name there? I am very, very afraid because sometimes your juniors will do the plagiarism, and since you are part of the co-author, you also face the music. You become a Nobel Prize, you can't say कि हमने नहीं किया, हमारा स्टूडेंट नहीं, बिकॉज HOD हमको टाइम नहीं है कि स्टूडेंट क्या लिख रहा है, नाम डाल दिया तो हम बोले हमारा नाम भी नहीं लिखो, बट नोबेल प्राइज विनर के पास क्या टाइम होगा, तो उसका कोई स्टूडेंट भी लिख देगा तो ही इज 13 रिट्रैक्शंस, ही मस्ट बी वेरी, आइदर स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट बी वेरी काइंड एंड इज अ रिसेंट नोबेल प्राइज विनर. सो इसमें क्या है कि सर्टेन रॉ डेटा लेबल टू बी फ्रॉम 2 different mice was from the same mouse. So even they caught the mouse, and without the earrings, they could identify that it is the same mouse. So ये आजकल ऐसे पकड़े जा रहे हैं. And this person is a Nobel Prize winner, and he has got 13 retraction. I don't think उसके बच्चे करते होंगे, अपने भक्ति में करते होंगे और उसको डुबा रहे हैं बेचारे को. So as HOD, you have to be careful now who is putting your name in the paper. So क्या करना है HOD के बाद, और आगे क्या जाना है आपको, तो DGVG बनना है, काय के लिए एकेडमिक में आपको पेपर से क्या करना है आपको. So reverse image, these are the image detection tools. Reverse image search tool, search by image, utilize advanced image search technology. Google image आता है, feature image URL आता है, then advanced image recognition algorithms are there. AI, तो जो भी है, these are some of the platforms, and more will be emerging. So there टेक्नोलॉजी अल्टीमेटली आपको पता चल ही जाता, पूरा पेपर को जज ऑन द होल, एक जगह शॉर्टकट किया होगा तो दूसरे जगह किया होगा. तो प्लेगरिज्म डिटेक्शन सॉफ्टवेयर कैन ऑल्सो मिसलीड. आरटीपीसीआर कितना मिसलीड कर दिया हमको, पूरा दुनिया में पैंडेमिक हो गया. तो सिमिलरली ओवर रिलायंस ऑन प्लेगरिज्म इज अ लेजी थिंग. वी गिव एन इलस्ट्रेटिव एग्जांपल. Software can generate both false negative. Software will not detect plagiarism of text translated from other languages or picked up from old textbooks. Can become a crutch and a problem instead of resolving the issue. You see this, they don't give plagiarism. They say similarity index. It is for the editor to take a call, the reviewer to take a call. We got an alert from a whistleblower from South Africa, again 7-8 years ago. I read the article, surgical repair of giant scrotal hernia, and he says a large portion of it contains plagiarized material, and we gave the 229 words, 25%. He says 25% plagiarized है, उसने कोई सॉफ्टवेयर से चेक किया है. I wish the editors will consider this, and this will compromise the quality and reputation of the credibility of the journal. We were really concerned. We investigated. We found that paper from which the whistleblower had alleged plagiarism review was done by the author, by none other, one of the reviewers of the paper published in a journal. We had sent it to a reviewer, and the whistleblower is citing that paper with the reviewer पे पेपर बोल रहा कि इसी से इसने चोरी किया है. रिव्यूअर के पास भेज दिया कि ऐसा एलिगेशन है कि आपने तो रिव्यू किया है, आप ही के पेपर से चोरी है, आपने चोरी पकड़ा नहीं. तो रेफरी रोड बैक, वी रोड बैक टू द विसिल ब्लोअर, भाई ये तो हमारे रेफरी ने किया है तो ये कैसे. तो वी एग्जामिन द मैटर. इट वुड इंटरेस्ट यू टू नो दैट द रेफरी ऑफ द पेपर वाज डॉक्टर पाना गियोटाकिस, बड़ा लंबा नाम है इंग्लिश का. द लीड ऑथर ऑफ द पेपर फ्रॉम विच यू से द पेपर पब्लिश्ड, ही हैड अप्रूव्ड द पेपर आफ्टर करेक्शंस. They are likely to be common technical terms which will inflate the similarity percentage by the software. We should use a judgment and grant benefit or doubt to the authors. We cleared it. We cleared the author because we said the whistleblower was not satisfied. We expect he was not satisfied. I believe the present explanation is not strong enough to support the published work is not plagiarized. If the referee has approved, it does not mean the article is not plagiarized. The evidence in favor of plagiarism has been ignored. So he was just sticking on that 25%. उसको कोई मतलब नहीं है. We sought the opinion of the reviewer again. I read with great interest the exchanges, my co-authors, and do not think that there is any kind. He consulted his co-authors also. At last we thought the receiver would be satisfied. He was not. Again similarity index में पकड़ा है. Positive test है. needs to be taken seriously. Please find कोप गाइडलाइंस भी भेज दिए हमारे पास. इधर का हम वर्कशॉप में सुनते हैं वो विसिल ब्लोअर भी कोप गाइडलाइन भेज रहा है. I am going to report the matter to international. पता नहीं international कौन सा forum है. We replied that they can go anywhere. We replied we are above board and ready to face any queries. After that we didn't hear from him. So this is the take-home message. Plagiarism detection software can mislead. They may fail to detect plagiarism if ideas copied from other language. On the other hand, outputs from software, if not interpreted judiciously, can wrongly conclude that the content is plagiarized, as happened with our whistleblower. Plagiarism detection software can become a crutch. Going strictly by percentage of similarity is laziness. It is like making a clinical diagnosis by looking at the lab results without examining the patients. Alas, this too is becoming commonplace nowadays. अभी पहले से ही सब टेस्ट चालू कर देते हैं, बॉर्डर में टेस्ट लगा देते हैं. मरीज बिल्कुल नॉर्मल है, टेस्ट पॉजिटिव है, क्वारंटाइन. 25% पॉजिटिव. So these are the same thing can happen in academics also. Afterthought, a note on ChatGPT. A large chunk of plagiarized material can also point to ChatGPT generated content. Authors using chat box to prepare a marriage case should disclose the details in a transparent manner, as previous speakers have said. Authors are accountable for work performed by chat box. Presently, most chat box do not cite the references. The authors have to dig out the references. Then the chat box do not paraphrase. You have to paraphrase. So it is just like an assistant. It's a clerical assistant, chat box and AI. You have to do the work yourself. So these are some of the references. I am sorry I have put too much of self-citation. This is also unethical practice, but I had done it for convenience. Because this first and second, I have narrated this in this editorial. And in that subsequent references I have given it cover, so not to clutter the PowerPoint. So these are some of the and Thorny, and this is the third one on the self-plagiarism from Nature. So that's all. And actually, I was just reading today morning a book by Malcolm Gladwell, Blink. So he was saying that experts, how do they find out fakes? It is something like this. This academic publishing is becoming as sophisticated as you see, antiques are there in museums. And the older they are auction इनका millions of dollars में auction होता है. So the first Blink में first page में start होता है. Malcolm Gladwell has narrated an account of I think some museum in the Europe, I think Getty Museum or something. They had procured some statue, a Greek statue. New statue of a male, which was alleged to be from the 5th century BC. Very old statue. And that was being sold for millions of dollars. So they asked the experts to assess it, whether it is genuine or fake. So they got the experts. Initial experts came and they went by the conventional methods. Then a geologist, they referred it to a geologist. He took some samples of the material of the statue or the age and all that, and they took some measurements, and they said, yes, it appears to be genuine. Then some other experts had come, some old curators of museum, couple of them. So the curator of that museum, which was trying to procure that statue, they took him there, this is a new, we are buying this statue, and it is draped. So they just opened the drape. Immediately one of the experts saw that, and immediately he said, it looks too fresh and fake. And when he was asked, how do you say it, he said, I cannot explain, but it doesn't look correct to me. And then they re-examined and all, and they found it was a fake. Because it was so fresh that it wasn't as if 5th century BC ka hoga, to it must have been dug out from the earth. But it was so fresh, it never looked that it has gone into the earth ever. So that was something which the experts with their cumulative experiences, without any test, without any software, they can detect a fake when they see one. I mean, it is something like we are now depending on the AI, which are ChatGPT AI. But we forget that our brain, 80% brain we are not using, that they say. Neurologists say only 10% we use. But 90% we are using, perhaps we don't know. That is the AI, that is a cumulative experiences. A clinician sees thousands of patients over many years. The pattern recognition, AI also works by pattern recognition. और brain is also working by pattern recognition. AI से पूछा कैसे पता है वो नहीं बता पाएगा. उसको कई पैटर्न दिखाते हैं, कई इमेजेस दिखाते हैं, तभी वो AI ट्रेन होता है. तो बचपन से ही हम इमेज देख रहे हैं. A clinician working in a particular field or pathologist working, he or she sees. So immediately माइक्रोस्कोप में देता है, एक फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन आता है 5-10 seconds में. That impression sometimes is right. So it's ultimately an art to detect fake, whether it is in the museum or whether it is antique or whether it is a work of literature. Otherwise, there is no foolproof way you can be 100% certain. That's all. Thank you. Any questions?
So it's not a question, sir, just sharing our personal experiences of using Authenticate. As you rightly say, sir, after all these softwares, how do they detect? They detect based on a database which is available with them. If the content is not available, there are many reasons why content from a particular journal may not be available in the database. It will not detect, number one. Number two, if it is too recent, did a study, sir, surprisingly many good journals, the Authenticate and the recent issues, we have put the abstract verbatim, including MJFI. If it is not there in their repository, they will not be able to detect, sir. That is one thing. So they are not foolproof, sir, as you said. It is just that what all it has, it's in its database, it will show, otherwise it will not show. Second thing what we have seen, sir, especially with Authenticate, people write references or bibliography, sir. If there is a spelling mistake in that, the entire bibliography will be shown as plagiarized. So that is, of course, we know as an editor how to take a call on that, because authors can take a call. They should write it correct. The spelling mistake, one letter, missing, it will be shown because it doesn't recognize, the software doesn't recognize is at references or bibliography. So whatever they write below, everything is plagiarized. So these two things we have observed during our, experience with the Authenticates.
Usually they exclude the bibliography and the references when doing the similarity check. They should remove it. Then otherwise,
it's on a one page, sir. Like MJFI, it is on one PDF file, sir. Bibliography is also at the last page. What is followed with MJFI. But the only thing, if you make a spelling mistake, then it will not recognize as bibliography, sir. So it will be counted as. So of course, the editors know where is the problem, and we take a call accordingly.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your comprehensive talk made substantial contributions to understanding of the plagiarism in academic and professional settings. As we conclude this session, we would like to extend an invitation to all the dignitaries and delegates to join us for a quick tea break at the bridge on the second floor of this building, following which we will be hosting a workshop on how to write a peer review at Sanjeevani Hall, which is located just adjacent the bridge with effect from 1540 hours. Thank you.